From the station on your side, you're watching WAVY News 10 at 6.
We will continue the latest on the snow in just a moment, but first, using the internet to find men accused of preying on children.
One local sheriff's office has been very good at arresting men they call predators. So what is the secret? Deputies took 10 on your side's Jason Marks inside an investigation. And Jason, they say there is no shortage of possible predators.
Tom, investigators tell me it's amazing how many men they come in contact with on a daily basis. Sometimes they're in several conversations at one time with accused predators. Investigators say it might take months to make an arrest, and they've been making a lot of them lately.
There's no stop.
Inside the Isle of Wight Sheriff's Office,
we just work hard at perfecting our craft.
investigators work to solve every case.
And we work hard at being better than the bad guys.
But there's one crime
This is just as important or more important than any other crime that we investigate.
that deputies are closely eyeing. Sean Lacey started investigating internet crimes against children a year ago.
The first cyber tip that I worked involved an arrest of an individual who had access to children, and from that time on I was hooked.
Lacey, along with his superhero undercover partner, spend their days chatting with potential predators.
Does anything shock you anymore?
Unfortunately, no.
Using special training, Isle of Wight investigators create profiles in chat rooms and websites.
There are unfortunately places on the internet where just are made for where adults are looking to meet kids, and that's where we usually hang out at.
Sometimes it's within minutes of us entering an area, we get our first contact from someone that turns out to be a predator.
And the conversations don't end.
He said, "Damn sexy, what are you doing right now?" "Yep, this guy's in the Navy. He's gonna have a long road ahead of him."
Investigators can find themselves in nearly a dozen different chats daily.
Yeah, it can get confusing, and you can mess up sometimes. Trust me, it has happened.
So this is actually the first 3 minutes of chat.
Lacey took 10 on your side into a chat with Ted Keister.
He asked me how old I was. He told me that I looked amazing and that he would really like to see me in a bikini. Within 45 minutes of the initial contact, we started talking about some graphic stuff.
Keister was arrested. He's spending the next 15 years behind bars.
You can go to a homicide scene and you see it and you go home and you forget about it. You make yourself forget about it. But when you see what people are willing to do to kids, that's probably the toughest stuff to forget about.
Making an arrest is great, but it has to hold up in court.
So those phones, yeah, we're using a tool to make entry into those.
Part of that is using specialized equipment to collect as much evidence as possible from phones and computers.
Some phones can take months or even a year.
Which many times can lead to even more charges.
They're chatting with undercover, they come here, but then they also downloaded large quantities of child exploitative images, and then they will be charged accordingly.
The work has paid off, luring men to the county, such as Yorktown's Jeffrey Clutters, who is in prison for the next 5 years. Investigators have made 21 arrests in the last 2 years, resulting in more than 200 charges.
We put their mugshots up here kind of as a reminder of why we do this.
The sheriff's office has gotten so good, other area departments are reaching out for help.
I think we're probably one of the premier agencies that work in these kind of crimes in the 7 cities.
Investigators know the job is never ending.
The scary thing is these individuals that we're chatting with, these individuals that reach out to us, they're not going anywhere.
So they'll continue to hang out and wait until the next potential predator becomes their prey.
There's no stop. It seems like when you take one off the street and lock somebody up, there's 5 more to fill their spot, and it's sad, but that's just the way it is.
And all that equipment you saw deputies using in that story, it was all donated with the help of the Internet Crimes Task Force out of Bedford County and the FBI. Jason Marks, 10 on your side.